Hello everybody, it is LE Diecast, and well, we're back. I have been very inconsistent in my postings. It's not because I wanted to be. My commute situation is still getting worked out, but I have now moved the entire studio back from where it was, back to its original position, because I think I can get a little bit more done this way. We still have internet issues at the new place that I don't think are ever going to be resolved. The world is nowhere near as technically advanced as you might think it is in some areas. You just can't get internet in some areas these days. So, I have a lot of stuff piled up here. I've been grabbing stuff not only in my usual places, but actually on my travels now, because that's the whole situation. I've been traveling quite a bit more for work. So I'm going to go through these super quick. I've got some E-case cars, actually a few D-case cars, some E-case cars that I don't think I found the first time around, a whole bunch of, these are G-case cars, H-case cars, sorry, H-case cars, and even some new stuff. And I'm not going to open these up for the sake of time. I'm just going to blow through these and we will take a look. So I hope you don't mind. Here we go. First, we got the Zamac. This was the Ford Focus. These are E-case cars, at least as listed. Some of these overlapped, but I did find a few of the Zamacs. Was very happy to find this one. I didn't think I'd find it. So we've got that Zamac. What pile are we working off of? Here we go. Got another Zamac. That is the BMW 3.0 CSL race car. That one, another nice one. I don't remember what the other Zamac was in this group. I did not think I was going to find them. We've got the Gotta Go. That is that little toilet car. This one, when it rolls, that little toilet lid on the back bounces up and down. Another E-case car. Yep. We've got the Tesla Model X. I actually just got to ride in one of these. My good friend Steven up in Sacramento, one of the places I was visiting, has one. And this is an incredible car. Not real crazy about these rims on it. I don't think those match at all. But yeah, crazy cars. If you ever get a chance to ride in one, you should ride in crazy, crazy cars. We've got the 15 Dodge Charger SRT. By the way, we might have seen some of these in an earlier video. It's been so long, I really didn't remember. So I threw them all in here. This one, that dark Mopar paint job with the red on top. Those scratches are all part of the paint job. We've got the Roller Toaster. This one in blue. We're going to see the red version here in a little bit. I know I've gotten this one, but this was the first time I saw another one of these. Slim pickings here in Southern California lately. I have a feeling that is going to continue. I talked to the toy managers at all my Walmarts, whoops, over the last couple weeks, and they say it is just going to be that way. We're no longer going to see dump bins out here for a very long time, at least. Don't know why. They said they had a lot of trouble with stuff being returned, and I think they didn't want to deal with the collectors piling up at the door late at night, was the impression I got. I'm going to raise my camera a little bit here so we can look down at these. There we go. So this one is the 90 Acura NSX, and this one was from the D case. I picked that one up because I was pretty sure I got it before, but wasn't sure. Also from the D case, there is that Roger Dodger Valentine's Day car. Roger Dodger, always a favorite. I don't remember if I picked it up. That's been the problem, is since it's been so inconsistent, I don't remember what I picked up and what I haven't. All right, next up, we've got a long list here of H-case cars. And I don't think I got everything I want from the H-case yet, but I do have most of them. So if this is your H-case review, you should be pretty well off. This is 2013 Hot Wheels Chevy Camaro Special Edition. That is part of the Chevy Camaro 50 grouping of cars. 3 of 5. That one may be my favorite from this group. We've got the Ford Focus RS. We just saw that in the Zamac version. Here's your treasure hunt for this group. That is the Fandango. By the way, one of the more obvious treasure hunts we've ever seen. I went in, saw they had HK's cars, and thought, oh, I don't really know what the treasure hunt is. So if it's here and I miss it, oh well. And then right off the bat, I saw that giant treasure hunt symbol. So you can see there in the back is that little treasure hunt on the card. This one is part of the art car series. Probably one of the nicer art cars, I think. Whoops, at least they kept the wheel colors the same. Here is the red version of the roller toaster, that one from the H case. We've also got the Porsche 934.5. That one of the nicer cars also in this series. By the way, H case might have been the best case so far, in my opinion. I was really getting a bit bored with the new Hot Wheels, to tell you the truth. There's Volkswagen Beetle. We haven't seen this guy in a little bit. He's a fun one with that giant engine in the back. It was 2000 and I want to say 2012 was the last time we saw this car, and that version had a plastic piece to the engine and a metal piece to the engine. That bottom exhaust used to be partially plastic. I think that was the plastic part. So if you see one with plastic and a metal version, I believe it was blue back then, if I remember right. There's the Terrain Storm. Really like that one. I think we picked it up before. That's a double. We have lots of doubles lately. There is our Baja Bone Shaker, the big off-road version of the Bone Shaker. Baja Bone Shaker. I want to say this was the Super for this. You know, I really don't remember. The chances of me finding a Super on the shelf are pretty slim to none these days, so I don't really keep track of it. I have an app on my phone that shows me what the Super and treasure hunts are if I really get confused, so I can figure it out. There's the Camaro Z28 green. Of course, this one's going to be up there towards my favorite. It's another 69 Ford Torino Talladega. If you really like these cars like me, and I'm not sure there's a ton of people that collect Torino Talladegas, this has been a good run. I think that one has shown up in every collection every year for quite a few years now. There is the 15 Ford F-150. We've got the, whoops, come on back. There is the 55 Chevy Bel Air Gasser in blue. I believe that one came out in the case before this as well. Might have picked that one up already. Here is the Street Creeper in purple. We haven't seen that guy in a little bit in the main lines. Part of the Fright Cars, that makes sense. There is the Rockster. That is your Easter holiday car. Not crazy about the colors, but it's Easter, so what you gonna do, really, right? And we've got the Mazda MX-5 Miata. We've got the Batmobile. Haven't seen another one of these. These went really quick. This one's been out before many times, this cartooned version of the Batmobile. I think that came from the cartoon, Warner Brothers cartoon. And we have the custom Datsun 240Z. Now somewhere in here there was one I wanted to point out. I bet you saw it when I went flipping through. I'm gonna take a break here real quick and I'm gonna find it. And I'm going to cut in here. Here is one more H-Case car that got found. I actually added this after the video was over, but it's all seamless. So this is the Baja Hauler, a new model. That back door does open on it. You know what? Let's go ahead and take a look real quick at if there's anything inside that, because I don't know. So let's, whoa, light stand on the loose. Let's go ahead and take a look. And you've got, it's a Baja Hauler hauling nothing. Some new of these guys came out. I don't know what we were calling these, the retro version somethings. These were Target exclusives, and somebody can leave down below if they know these were new. Now, just to give you a little bit of a flashback, some of these already came out, like this Hearse Olds. Those have been on the shelves for a little while, and if you look on the back, it shows the original 8 there that have already come out. Here's the 930. Porsche as well, that one already came out. So you've probably already seen these on the shelves, and they've been really sitting on the shelves. I don't know about you, but the Plymouth Arrow out here and the Volkswagen have just sat on the shelf. So those already came out, but a few new ones seem to have come out. And so if we look on the back, it shows some of the older ones that have already been out, like Twin Mill, that Volkswagen SP2, the Baja Beetle. But then they've added what looks to be 3 more, which seems like an odd addition to me. So I did pick up the 3, I guess, newer ones. Now these could have been out for a very long time. Like I said, my supply out here is getting limited, but this is one of the newer ones. This is the Combat Medic, one of the nicer Combat Medics we've seen. Really like that one. These usually go for about $1.29, and they're all metal. So, well, no, I take that back. Some of them have metal bases. The Combat Medic has a plastic base, metal body. And I guess all these have plastic bases, metal body. Sorry about that. I thought they were metal on metal. And so here is the Chevy 2, 63 Chevy 2. This one, I should point out, seems to have gotten jammed into the wrong blister there. And a lot of them had the top scratched on them. It looked like they went in with the paint wet. This was the best one I could find. And lastly is this Pontiac GTO. So those were the 3 new ones, and I honestly don't know the story on those, if they're going to release these in 3s from now on, or if that was just to wrap up the collection. It seems as though it just might be wrapping up the collection. I'm looking on the back here. Yeah, interestingly enough, it just, like I mentioned, it shows some of the old ones mixed in with those 3 new ones. So, anyways, we got those. Okay, moving on. To wrap up a loose end, I did say we would find the gold Batmobile. There he is. That is number 3. I'll show you. We always do this. Wait, where'd it go? Where'd it go? There we go. If you see the little 3 there at the end, see it says J47 and then 03. That means it's a Batmobile, because on the back 03 is the Batmobile. See it right there. So this is the gold Batmobile. We'll go ahead and open this up. When I showed these off before, we did not have the gold Batmobile. We have since, my son's found one, and I found one. There's your sticker that you get with your gold Batmobile. And there is the gold Batmobile, which is plastic top, and I don't like that dull gold plastic. I think it just looks really cheap, but there is your gold Batmobile. So I said I would wrap up that loose end. I have kept my promise. All right, on to the next set. And that is, let me find number 1 here. Give me just a second. That is this set of cars, which we, I guess, are calling the Racing Circuit set. This is a Walmart exclusive. This one is number 1 of 10. You can see they all have their number on them. There are all the cars in the series. I have all of these except for the Diora, which is number 8 there. Again, I'm sure I'll find it, but for right now, well, we got to move on because we got to get some of these cars shown and in the collection. This is the Pro Stock Camaro. Number 2 is the Riviera. By the way, these cars do cost a little bit more. They were costing somewhere around $2.20. I believe they're Walmart exclusives, and honestly, I think this collection is better, and it costs almost half that much. So I'm not sure I would recommend these. These come with the very cool card art, I guess, if you're really into the cards. Me, not so much, but I do like that Riviera. Riviera might be my favorite. I'll show you the other contender here. We've got the Pontiac Firebird. Nice Pontiac Firebird. We've got the Falcon race car. This one is one of the harder ones to find, I think, at least out here. Maybe that's just luck of the draw. But out here, that was the last one that I found. We've got the Pontiac GTO. This is the other one that I think would qualify as my favorite. Of course, you guys know my love of the 70 cars, so that only makes sense. Monte Carlo. Oh, I'm sorry, Buick Grand National. Buick Grand National is number 6. There is your Super Snake from the Racing Circuit series. The artwork on these is very nice. They are on the cheap cards, though, and are on cardboard. So I was surprised that they were actually going for that much. I almost put them back, but I decided since I had found some, we'd get them. It's not often I get to find anything, but finding these with the cards in good shape is going to be nearly impossible for you. There is the 69 Corvette. And lastly, of the ones I have, remember I am missing that Diora. I'm not sure that that one would be all that popular, but I think it's just luck of the draw that I missed it. And there is the Ford Mustang. Okay, so moving on, just so we can get some of these guys moved. I do have some new Matchbox cars I'll show you real quickly. I just picked up whatever I liked, and I don't keep track of these with the case. There is the Snow Thrasher. Really like what Matchbox is doing. We've mentioned that before. There is the Tuk Tuk. This one is probably the new Matchbox car that is hard to find. A little kind of Asian taxi. There is your 95 Custom Chevy van. I've not seen this one again either. Matchbox cars really come out inconsistent out here with the cases. So almost impossible to track them by case. This one is the Sonora Shredder. This one is your GMC Stepside. This one's a really fun one. Not crazy about the casting, but look at the tampos on this. I'm going to zoom in a little bit and so you can see them. But it's, I'm assuming those are all folks at Matchbox. And they've got a 3D printer thing going on the side of that. I thought that was really interesting. I'll zoom in a little bit more there so you can see it. But, you know, just a sign of the times, huh? So that is the Desert Thunder V16. We've got this interesting little Swift shuttle, like a little airport shuttle. I am very familiar with those lately. And lastly, probably my favorite from the group, and that's the Dodge Challenger SRT8. This one might have been a very old one. I seem to remember a Dodge Challenger coming out a while back that was purple, so that might have been the same one. I wasn't sure, but I picked it up anyways. And by the way, I should mention, there were a lot of them with these broken blisters, so they're saving a little bit too much money on the thinness of those blister packs. All right, so we've got just enough time to wrap these up with the last set, and these are the car ships from Star Wars. These are Hot Wheels, and I got these at the 99-cent store. So if you have a 99-cent store in your area, these used to be about $3.50, something like that, and they are now 99 cents. So I picked up one of each of everything they had. I don't usually get these. I think the price is a little steep on these because I'm cheap. There's your TIE Fighter, First Order Special Forces TIE Fighter. They are really nifty designs though on these, and for 99 cents, you know, why not? There is Boba Fett's Slave 1. And sorry if you paid $3.50 for these. This happens quite a bit with these discount stores now. There is the TIE Striker. I've not even seen this one, I don't think. I don't remember seeing that. They have a few on the back. It's kind of the usual random assortment on the back of these. Whoops. And that's the sign that our video is almost over, is when we start losing our space. This one is the X-Wing Fighter. We've got another X-Wing Fighter. This is the Partisan X-Wing Fighter. And lastly, it would not be car ships without the Millennium Falcon. An updated version of the Millennium Falcon. There you go. You can read the back if you want. But I think they had this whole series, and maybe the series before it. Also, my wife found some of the Star Wars character cars at 99-cent store. Those were all gone by the time I got there. So anyways, check your 99-cent store and you might find some deals on these. So that is going to do it. Thanks for putting up with this long video. We did get through most of the new stuff I found. We'll get back to the regular videos here soon. Thanks everybody for watching. Bye bye.